Welcome to Achila Yona School of Yona series on YouTube. Be sure to check out my book, Discovering Genealogy, my Patreon account, and also check out my podcast. Now, since the introduction is over, let's get it cracking. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, welcome. Today, I will be re-uploading a video I had on my channel before, but I took it down. And I do want to tell y'all guys that the only difference is the background and that my body is kind of choppy in the video, but you can still see my body. And I'm reading off a computer screen, but you can't see the computer screen in the video. So if you see me squinting and it looks like I'm reading off something, it's off of my computer screen. You just can't see it in the video. And I want to add two more disclaimers, and I want to address the miniature hiatus I have taken, and it's nothing personal. I'm just working on a project right now that needs my full attention, and I will resume making new videos next week. Now, later this week, I will be re-uploading videos I have done and upload a video of me going over the new genealogy organizer I have released on Amazon. And if you haven't heard, I have released a genealogy organizer called School of Yona, Our Family Tree, on, of course, Amazon, like I said. And it's about almost $12, and it's a great and simple and effective way to keep up with your ancestors' genealogy records, and also just give this information down to generations without them having to dig for the information like we had to. So all you got to do is just fill it out and pass it to the next generation, and they don't have to work as hard as we had to find certain information. So genealogy organizers are great for staying organized, great for staying neat and tidy, and just giving you something that you can hold on to in a physical form without solely relying on memberships from ancestry.com and things of that nature to have the sources and info of your family genealogy records. So be sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel and that you click the all notifications bell button so you know when these videos go live. And the last disclaimer is that, y'all guys, I know I did not pronounce some of these words right. And it's always that smarty pants in the background talking about something. That's not even how you pronounce the word. I know. I'm doing my best. I am doing my best. Okay, I'm doing my best. You can get mad because I'm not pronouncing the colonizers' words correctly if you want to, but you just gonna be mad about yourself because all I'm doing is just telling you the information. I'm telling you, I'm not the best linguist. See, I can't pronounce that right, so don't expect me to pronounce things as correctly. I try, but it's challenging for your girl. So just bear with me, okay? Just bear with me. But without further ado, I'm going to show y'all this video. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Hello everyone, it's your girl Achila Yona back with another video. What? Okay, so remember I told y'all. Okay, before I get into this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel, and go ahead and click a thumbs up for this video because, baby, what I found out about this Native American party, because I already knew about it, you know, when I came into the whole indigenous scene and into my indigenousness. The things I have on this man that created the Native American Party, I'm a little shocked, but not too shocked, okay? Because there's a middle-aged white man, for crying out loud. Y'all, I just need to tell y'all this too, because there are so many people that want, you know, original Americans, or what you would call American Indians, to be called Native American. Now, by this information, I'm going to tell you, some of y'all going to be mad, but I'm just here to tell you that you will get over it, because facts are facts. And yeah, and so I'm going to be reading a little bit about the Native American Party and about Louis Charles Levin. Okay, yeah, he is the creator and founder of the Know Nothing Party, aka the Native American Party. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. And yes, I'm bringing out the glasses because your girl is blind. Okay, I don't want y'all being like, I don't want to be like, y'all be like, girl, put you on your glasses. Okay, anyway, so let's talk about the Know Nothing Party. Okay, the Know Nothing Party, formerly known as the Native American Party and the American Party from 1855 onwards, was a far-right nativist political party and movement in the United States that operated nationwide in the mid-1850s. It was primarily an anti-Catholic, anti-immigration, and xenophobic movement. And xenophobic just basically means that you're just going around accusing people of things that they might not even be, or like basically like a Salem witch trial hunt. Like, oh, you're black, or you're an immigrant, or whatever the case may be. Like, oh my God, no, get rid, you know. Yeah, paranoia to its finest. And it originally started as a secret society. The Know Nothing movement also briefly emerged as a major political party in the form of the American Party. Adherents to the movement were to simply reply, "I know nothing," when asked about its specifics by outsiders, providing the group with its common name. Okay, it sounds like some Illuminati stuff. Okay. Supporters of the Know Nothing movement believed that the alleged Romanist conspiracy was being planned to subvert civil and religious liberty in the United States, and sought to politically organize native-born Protestants in what they described as a defense of their traditional religious and political views. The Know Nothing movement is remembered for this theme because of fears by the Protestants that Catholic priests and bishops would control a large block of voters. Okay. In most places, the ideology and influence of the Know Nothing Party lasted only a year or two before disintegrating due to weak and inexperienced local leaders, a lack of publicly declared national leaders, and a deep split over the issue of slavery. In the South, the party did not emphasize anti-Catholicism as frequently as they did in the North, but it became a main alternative to the dominant Democratic Party. The party entered a period of rapid decline after Millard Fillmore's loss in the 1856 election and the controversial Dred Scott versus Sanford decision made by the Supreme Court in 1857 further galvanized opposition to slavery in the North, causing many former Know-Nothings to join the Republicans. Most of the remaining members of the party supported the Constitutional Union Party in the 1860 presidential election, which subsequently lost to Abraham Lincoln of the Republican Party, and this defeat ultimately led to the final dissolution of the Know Nothing movement that same year. So, this party was very anti-immigrant. And they was like, oh no, we didn't want, the immigrants to come over and take our jobs and take what we have. Like, how dare y'all immigrants come when it was founded by immigrants? Like, what? Alrighty then. Okay, but let's get into Louis Charles Levin, because when I was reading about him, I was just like, okay. So, Louis Charles Levin, November 10th, 1808 to March 14th, 1860. was an American politician, know-nothing, and anti-Catholic social activist of the 1840s and 1850s. He served 3 times in the United States Congress, U.S. House of Representatives, 1845 to 51, representing Pennsylvania's 1st District. Levin is considered to be the first Jewish congressman, although David Levi Ewell served as a territorial representative from Florida prior to Levin's entering Congress. Though not Protestant himself, he supported American Protestants' ideology against Catholics. Levin was famous as a political orator and a mouthpiece of Anaxphobia. Of course. 1838, Levin was in Philadelphia and giving public lectures on the evils of alcohol. So we can already imagine what's that like. Levin's anti-alcohol crusade proved to be an excellent preparation for his next cause, a campaign against Catholic political power, which he carried on in 2 papers, The Native American and the Daily Sun. Initially, the main political issue was an 1843 public ruling permitting Catholic children to be excused from Bible reading classes because the Protestant King James Version was being used. Levin became the leader and chief spokesperson for a startup political movement calling itself the American Republican Party, later the Native American Party. Okay, and I'm gonna put like their flag like right here, okay, because this is white people, pale people calling themselves Native American, and this is where the term Native American comes from. I just wish people just need to know. People just need to know what is going on. Okay, y'all need to know. Okay, now, new riots broke out in Southwark in July of that same year when a group of protesters threatened to destroy St. Philip near a Catholic church. They really sound like the Antichrist. Oh, right, Levin. Oh, wow. Levin used his influence to prevent the mob from burning the church. Woo, okay. Following the July riots, Levin and his colleague Samuel R. Kramer, publisher of the Native American, were arrested for exciting to riot and treason and inciting local to invade and burn several Catholic churches and a convent. However, the case never went to trial. White privilege. I mean, it makes sense, because like when you look back in the day when they were like rioting and looting like our towns and stuff, the first thing that they did was go to the churches and burn churches. So there's that. After leaving Congress in 1851, Levin continued to campaign for the Native American or Know Nothing movement. As it became known, he attempted to campaign for U.S. Senator, which prior to the 17th Amendment was a seat elected by the state legislature rather than popular vote. Levin was accused of bribing members of the Pennsylvania Assembly and was subpoenaed by a state investigation in February 1855. The findings were inconclusive, but Levin never held office again. Levin and other nativists helped tilt the 1852 presidential election toward Democrat Franklin Pierce and away from the Whigs candidate, the popular Mexican-American war leader General Winfield Scott. There were Catholics in Scott's family, and he was accused of papist connections, whatever that is. Levin was an organizing speaker of the first Know Nothing Party convention in March 1855. Though in notably failing health, he was a featured speaker of the Americans' Order rally that autumn in a New York City park. And here we go with this crazy nut. Okay. Levin was enraged and disgusted by the new Republican Party's nomination of John C. Fremont for president at a convention in Philadelphia in June 1856. He wrote a lengthy diatribe against Fremont, which he delivered at the rally in Philadelphia's National Hall, now Independence Hall, shortly after Millard Fillmore had been nominated by both the Know Nothings and the Whigs. However, Fremont's partisans pulled him off the stand. According to newspapers, so here's the juicy part. According to newspapers, Levin suffered a complete mental collapse and became so deranged that he was placed in the Philadelphia hospital for the insane. Newspaper reported him being committed on a later occasion in June 1859 after a visit to a brother in Columbia, South Carolina. Levin is said to have become dangerous and unmanageable on the train to Richmond, whereupon friends and railroad workers subdued him and detained him in the mail car. The nature of his madness is unclear, but one newspaper expanding on a wire service story speculated his insanity is supposed to have brought about by an immoderate use of opium. Oh, so he was a drug addict too, okay. He was returned to Philadelphia Hospital for the insane and died there of insanity. In March 1860, Levin was buried in Laurel Hill Cemetery in Philadelphia. So, whoa, okay, like, this guy was busy, drug addict, bribing, and all that other stuff, like, conspiracy to burning churches, like, I mean, I'm not a religious person, but I don't go around burning churches, because, I mean, but honestly, like, when you think about it, like, it sounds like he could have been a white and furious, because that's what they do. Like, they go down burning churches, because you know that's the first place where the Negroes are at, so. But anyway, comment below what you think about the term Native American. Are you going to continue to use it or not? Okay, so, you know, tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. Don't forget to check out my book, Discovering Genealogy, on Amazon.com, and you can get it free on Kindle. So definitely check that out, babes. So until the next time, bye-bye. Mwah.